Thank the Lord for my people in my hell. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my hell. Then I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Dino. Think I'm part Italian. Blame it on Gino. Smells like the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. Fettuccine with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by they self.
That's why you treat my friend good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me.
Thank you, Coach. Soldier Field opened back in 1924 with the Bears becoming 10-71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Their own 27-yard line.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He finds Taylor, complete. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They'll run it with McCoy. And out across midfield down to the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So after the run by McCoy, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Wide, get wide. It's free.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Short. 51 the mic, boys. 51. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Slam. Jim. Pass. 51 the mic. 51.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Trying for Cotchery, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Ready? 10-2 soft. Mike, 58, right there. There's a party now. No. Hey, Charlie. Recon, 132 fighter. Let's go.
Now the 3rd leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Here's Elway to throw. He finds his man Johnson. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Hey, 58's the mic. 58's the mic. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Here's Elway. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. To throw is Elway. And he's going to go down again.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long.
Go! Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Man, I got you.
49, check. Hey, exit.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Go.
Out of the gun. Elway. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. It's a net of 40 there, punt of 48, and a return of 8. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Go. Rush in.
On second down, it's McCoy. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
57 to Mike. 57.
Jackson. This for his running back, McCoy. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
And the Bears first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Let's go. 15 on it.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. This is McCoy. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
At the 46-yard line.
Set, hut. Touchdown. You can't block me. 57 Mike. Mike 57. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. He's checking. Crash. Shift.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Let's go now. Go to bench. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Deuce.
He'll turn and give this to McCoy running right. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
It's easy work, and it's coming again.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
They'll try and run for it with McCoy. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. Not here.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And his throw is incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass, excellent job. Way to knock it down.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Check 52.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. Now 4th down.
For the field goal, a 46-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10.
6-6, pull it hard.
Check my 33.
Get.
On 1st down, Elway. He gets this one to Johnson. It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold.
Let's go.
Gain of 16 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Gurley. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the 1st.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Hey, echo.
Now it's Elway. And that's going to be incomplete. Well, this, of course, the 100th season of NFL football, and 17 matchups with historical significance have been picked throughout the season. And this is the first of them, Bears and Packers, the NFL's oldest rivalry dating way back to 1921, with the Packers having the all-time edge 96, 94, and 6 ties. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Watch the safety creep.
General West. Hey, high 7.
Check line 33. Check line 33. Watch the
5.
Throwing again. Elway. Complete. It's Johnson. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman, in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. Of course, we'll also take a look back at this first half.
Hey, wahoo!
I smell fear in that offense. Begin. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Hey, Alpha!
Mike's 54.
Fair.
Slam.
Ready?
On 3rd down, Elway. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
57. Mike, 57. Here we go. Alert flare. Check 13. 57.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. And taken right at the 35. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
54 Mike.
Chopper.
They try right side here. Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Let's go, D.
Bravo.
Mike 5-4. Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
Mike's 54.
From the shotgun, Elway. And the catch made by Johnson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. And he quickly clocks it, and they're going to have a good shot at getting 3 here before the break. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. So we have hit halftime of the 2019 opener from Chicago as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Watch the screen. Check 26. Check 26.
Elway. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Check 50. Check 50.
Go.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. He's at the 30, 10, touchdown, Packers. Todd Gurley, 97 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
Here we go. 51 to Mike, boy. 51. Hey, pick your game up. Kill, kill, kill. Get her on. Rest.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Rip left, rip left. Go. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Here we go. Chance. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Check 31. Check 31. Go. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check 37. Check 37.
Now Jackson. Flush to his right. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 30 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Jackson now. He finds McCoy. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it second down.
Your trip is here.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Go, Mike 51. Mike 51.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. And Jackson throwing once more. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. No gain on the screen there at second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. On the counter, here's McCoy. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Here's another second and goal, this time from half the distance closer. After the penalty, it's McCoy. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bears have retaken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've had to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Elway will throw. Oh, now Elway has it stripped. The ball is out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Well, it looks like they caught him off guard on 2nd and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for them. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on 3rd down.
50, plant. 54.
Watch the out. Mike spot 4. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Now Elway on 3rd and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That's pulled in at the 32. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10.
Running. 60 out low. 57. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to you. Check.
They'll run on 1st down. McCoy. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll go again to McCoy. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds. And then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. And that's knocked away and incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Mike 57. Wild Bill. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Here I come.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Hayes. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Jackson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
Ready? 50 wants the mic. 22, check, over. 22, check, over. 51.
Don't get nervous.
Right here, guys. Fight 51.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Check nickel.
Sponge.
Samuel, yo. Let go.
From the gun, Jackson. And he's got the hook up to Macklin. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Check. Fresno. On the ball.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Mike 51. And 64. Wait.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Here we go.
Jackson will throw again. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And they are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Hey, Delta.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Squeeze, double.
Now Elway. And he will find his man on the outside. And he goes out right around the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And the Packer first down.
Let's go now.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
You ain't doing nothing. Pilot, 64, reach.
You got tight. You got tight right there.
Now Gurley. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On 1st down, Brown. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
54 Mike. Time to go, night. Hey, one set. Check Mike, 54.
61, matchbox light.
Cut. Shoot.
Hey, orbit.
Here's Elway. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 44 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Gostkowski the extra point. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
they practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. They were trying to get it to Macklin that time, and now it's 2nd down.
Ready? 50 right. Off. One take. 51 to Mike, boy. 51. Get him. Kill. Turn up. Swing it up.
Jackson to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on 3rd.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
57. Mike, 57. All day here. 57's Mike. Mike, 57. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Under 10. 10. SOS.
Throwing now is Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
It's 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Get the ball. Watch twist. Kill. Yeah. Showing it.
On 4th down, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. On 1st and goal, Gurley. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Here we go.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this when everyone was excited that football was back.
It is just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for Green Bay, they start the season with a great win on the road here in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.